Hey girls, it's time for my week 33 pregnancy vlog. I'm 33 weeks and 5 days today. And yeah, everything's going good. Not too much has changed since last week. On Monday, I went on the hospital tour that I'm going to deliver at. It's the same hospital I delivered my son at. And not too much has changed. So there's a couple little things that changed, like we get a menu or we get to pick out what food we want served in the hospital and things like that. But for the most part, none of it has been real much of a change. I did find out that there are some doctors and midwives actually doing water births at this hospital now. This has started happening very recently. So it's something I'm going to ask my doctor about. I'm sure if it was an option, she would have said something to me, but it can't hurt to ask. So 3 of the rooms have the labor tubs. Every room has a shower. The room with the tub, they also have showers. And I found out if you go to the hospital and all those rooms are taken with the whirlpools in the birthing rooms. If a mama has their baby while you're there, you can transfer to that room after it gets cleaned. So just because there's not one when I walk in the door doesn't mean that I won't have one. I found out one thing that kind of disappointed me, and that was their procedure when you come into labor and delivery is to go to triage and be monitored for an hour or so and then get admitted. And of course, I want to labor at home as long as possible, and I'm really not crazy about the idea of having to triage and be stuck in a bed being monitored when I get there. I kind of want to get there and be able to continue to do my thing. Also, you can have one support person in the triage room. So it can either be your husband or your doula, but not both. So that was a little upsetting. But the person who did the tour, just told me when I called the doctor just to ask her if I can bypass triage or have my doula ask her that, just depending on how far along I am and how much I feel like talking and things. And most of the time the doctors in those situations will let you bypass triage. So it might not be an issue, but I'm glad I found that out ahead of time, so I know to ask that of my doctor when the time comes. So, but yeah, that's what I found out about all of that. I got the baby's bag packed, and I actually have a video uploaded on my computer and edited, so I'll be uploading that, and I apologize. It's recorded on my phone, and I have a little tripod for my phone, but it's one that's like a bendable tripod. I would show it to you, but I don't have it down here. Anyways, it's kind of crooked, and I thought I could straighten it on iMovie, but I couldn't figure out how to do it. So I know in iPhoto you can straighten photos, but it doesn't let you do it there or in iMovie. So if you guys know how to do that, let me know. But it's a little bit crooked. I hope you don't mind. But that's what we have packed for baby so far. I actually am working on packing my labor bag and my hospital bag. I know it's early, but I just feel like I need to... When I start putting things in the bag, it makes me realize what I still need. So it's more of a way of figuring out what I still need. So I got both the labor and my hospital bag partially packed, and I wrote a list of things I still need to get from packing. So I'll have 3 bags that we're taking to the hospital. I'll have the bag for Annabelle. I'll have the hospital bag, which is basically just going to have anything I need after I'm in my postpartum room. And then my labor bag is whatever I'm going to take into the hospital when I'm in active labor. And I'm doing the 3 bags, so that way, you know, when I'm in a lot of pain, we're just trying to get in the hospital and get settled and have the baby. We just need to grab one bag and take it with us. And then after the baby's born, my husband can go out and get everything else. We did it last time. It worked out perfectly. So we're going to do that this time as well. And it's also nice because when I'm laboring at home, I can kind of have that bag, whatever I need from it, then I can use and throw back in the bag, and without having to deal with all of the other stuff we're taking to the hospital. So keep your eyes open for those videos. I don't think the hospital bag will be ready till a lot closer to when, you know, the baby's due, but the labor bag will be ready soon. I only have a couple more things to pick up for that, and Annabelle's bag is packed. So yeah, I see my doula tomorrow. She is coming over, and we're gonna finally sit down and write this birth plan and my birth preferences and get that going. Either next Friday or the following Friday, I have maternity pictures that I'm getting taken. It's scheduled for the 28th, but it's fall here and the leaves are like falling off the trees. We're going to do an outdoor shoot, so I'm kind of thinking I'm going to call the photographer and see if we can move it to next Friday when there are hopefully still some leaves on the trees and some daylight in the evening. So it'll be one of the next 2 weekends, and not related to pregnancy. I'm getting my hair cut and colored today, so I'm super excited. I don't get to do that very often, but it's time. And what else is going on? I did open an Etsy shop. There are only 2 items listed, just to kind of give a preview of what the pendants and keychains and necklaces are that I'm making. But basically they're just custom slots anyways, so it's not like I need to list a whole bunch of things. I don't want to make a whole bunch of things to take pictures of to put slots up. So if one gets purchased, then I'll add another one. But I figured out $15 for the pendant, and then $3 shipping, and I do have a coupon code out right now for 10% off your order. My shop is AbbeyDiG, which is, I've just had an Etsy account for a long time, and that's the default. So it's AbbeyDiG. The coupon code is this channel name, Babies Are Blessings. It's all one word. Sorry, you guys, it's Babies Are Blessings 11, and it's all just one word there. And like I said, that's 10% off your order with $3 shipping. And I actually did go to the post office and ship one of these today. So that's about what it cost me to ship it in the US, which is, I think, where I'm going to limit the shipping for now. So yeah, that's what's going on with that. As far as pregnancy symptoms, not a whole lot. I did start taking red raspberry leaf capsules this past week. And the only thing I've noticed, well, first of all, when I was trying to conceive, I tried to drink the tea and I just couldn't stand the taste of it. I'm not a tea drinker. I think it's bitter. And it kind of smells like alfalfa or Timothy hay, if any of you guys have rabbits. So just when that taste is in my mouth, it just reminds me of like what my rabbit eats. I have a bunny and I don't know. It's not for me. So I'm taking the capsules. I just started taking them this past week. And I'm up to 3 a day, which is the equivalent of just 1.5 cups of red raspberry leaf tea. When I'm term, I'll be taking 6 capsules a day. So that'll be equal to 3 cups. But what I have noticed since I started taking them is that my contractions used to last like 2 or 3 minutes, and they were just like really irregular, and you know, they could be in my back, they could be in my front, they could be in both, they could go from top to bottom, bottom to top, they could wrap around, they just were all different kinds of contractions. And since I've been taking the capsules, I still have contractions quite frequently, but that's normal for me, so that doesn't worry me. But they're only like 30 to 40 seconds, and they seem a lot more focused, almost like they're doing the right thing instead of being all confused and not knowing what to do. Every time I have one, it feels the same. It kind of, I can feel it building. It'll peak and then it will go away. They're mostly just in my stomach now, and they're lasting a shorter period of time, but I think they're being more effective. I'm not saying they're dilating me now, but they're definitely more regular. Not an interval, but just in like the duration and how they feel than they were before. I definitely notice a difference in how they feel. So I'm not telling you to take red raspberry leaf or anything like that. Ask your doctor or midwife what they think about it, because there are all different schools of thought on it, but I am taking it now, and I just thought I would share what it's done for me. And I'm also going to start taking evening primrose oil, or you might see it as EPO. I think I'll ask my doctor actually when it's okay to start taking it, but at least by 37 weeks I'll be taking it. I don't want to end up with an induction, but my baby is on the larger side, and I don't want my doctor to talk me into an induction with Pitocin and all of that, because that just is against what I want to do. So if I can get the baby out on time, using kind of more natural methods, that's what I prefer. And then I'll be doing acupressure and stuff towards the end too. But I don't think I'm going to get into what exactly I'm doing, because the acupressure that I am going to do, I gave this packet of stuff to one of my friends, and her water broke the night that she did it, and her baby was a preemie. I told her not to do it yet, but she did, and not like a real like early preemie, like I don't know, it was like 36 weeks and a couple days, but definitely on the earlier side. So yeah, I did the acupressure last time too, and it didn't do anything for me, but apparently it does for some people. So, and one other thing, I lost my mucus plug this past weekend on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. This happened to me with Connor at 34 weeks. So I definitely think I'm starting to efface and maybe dilate a little bit. It wasn't blood tinged or anything like that, but I know with Connor, when it happened so early, I would lose it, then it would regenerate itself, and then I would lose it again, and then it would regenerate itself. And I think I probably lost it like 3 different times with him. So I'm expecting, it seems like that is what's happening again this time. But yeah, I think that's an important thing to say is happening as well. I have an OB appointment on Monday. I'll tell her all of the contractions and the mucus plug and everything. She'll probably check me again. She checked me last week, and nothing, everything was fine still. So, and then I have an ultrasound on Monday as well to see how big baby girl is. So I'm going to show you the belly, and I think that will be it for this week. If I have time this weekend, I will do an update of the doula visit, assuming all that works out tomorrow. And yeah, I think that's it. So here's the tummy. All right, so there's the belly. 33 weeks and 5 days. You can see my pants. There she is. There's the belly. All right, so if you girls have any questions or comments, leave them below. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you girls next week. Bye.